sleep well?
You were working on the Saturnium launch.
Yeah, then we just fell asleep.
I needn't remind you that you're both committed to other people. So it's important you're not seen in a way which compromises your reputations.
Nothing happened.
So you're telling Emily about this, or Charles?
We'll be more careful next time.
Oh, you're planning a next time?
No, I meant...
If you don't mind, I have an early conference call to get to. James, you should go home to your wife and daughter. And you probably need to return to whatever bizarre arrangements you and Kenneth have.
Oh, that went better than I expected.
Yeah, compared to what? A wake-up call in a North Korean camp?
I need you to handle some emails. I've been getting so many questions from potential vendors and the press.
Okay, I'll handle the vendors. You do the press.
Okay. Anyway, how was things in Thailand? Is everything settled?
Yes, stop stressing. We're back on track for our Christmas Eve launch. I can't wait.
But we still have so much to do.
It'll be okay. Come on, Ella. Aren't you excited? This is our dream.
It is pretty amazing. Anyway, remember I said we needed to talk about us?
Can I wait till the launch? I just want to stay focused, you know? No distractions.
Oh, the menu for the KSUH end-of-year party looks good.
I made sure there'll be decent wine this time.
Only French, nothing after 1995.
Yes, of course.
All right, Mom, I'm here. But it's so important that it couldn't be said over the phone.
Well, I've arranged for you to escort Madeline Chan to the KSUH end-of-year party.
Not this again, Mom. You tried to set me up with Madeline before and it was a total disaster. Haven't you learned nothing from that?
This is not a setup. You just have to accompany her the entire night.
Don't sulk. You'll have fun.
And don't forget, I'm trying to get Madeline and her friends to join the OLS, remember?
All your current members dying off already.
Okay, that's not funny. Young, vibrant new ideas is what is needed in the society. There's nothing wrong with that. And you promised to help me?
Fine.
And it's been some time now. Maybe you'll look at Madeline with different eyes.
I won't.
Let's go for a walk.
What?
You heard me.
Why?
So we can spend time together. Don't dawdle. Someone might mistake you for an aged OLS member.
I really miss you, Em. Okay, bye.
Hawk. Hey. Are you running the stall today?
Ma took Handsome to see a supplier, so I'm helping out for a while. You want something?
Tell where to go, please. I hear Lo and Ang are very strong contenders for the Vietnam property development project. Eunice has really been pushing for you guys.
Good contractors are hard to find.
We were kind of surprised you were even considering it.
Why? You think because we're small, we can't do it?
Well, Lo and Ang have never done anything overseas before, and it's a huge project.
Eunice Shirley has been in business for so long. Think she doesn't know what she's doing? If she's recommending us, that means we're up to standard. So who are you to say we're not good enough?
You're right. Far be it from me to second-guess Eunice. And from what I can see, the two of you have become pretty close, so I'm sure she has a much better sense of exactly what you are capable of. Aren't you lucky to have friends in high places?
You used to love coming to this park.
Oh, is this the place?
We brought you here all the time with James and Ella when you were kids.
That's not what I remember. I came here with Rose, then Luella, then Lee Mei, then Suri, then with that nanny whose name I could never pronounce. But never with you. Not with me, anyway. Oh, wait. We were supposed to have a picnic together once. All of us as a family. But you didn't show up.
You're right. I wasn't much of a father to you when you were growing up, was I?
I hear James Shelley is personally investing in Ella Lo's clothing line. I think it would make a great story, and I was wondering whether you could help me set up an interview with them. I understand you were once his EA.
What's the angle?
Reconciliation, re-establishing family ties. My research tells me Ella had a tough time after she was kicked out of the Shelley home. I think it's a great story to be told.
I don't know if they'd be up for it.
Oh, it would make great publicity.
I'll get back to you.
I look forward to hearing from you.
Thanks.
What's up?
ESQ Asia wants to do a story on you and Ella. Personal angle. She sees it as a sort of reconciliation with the Shelleys.
Well, a feature article in ESQ Asia will put Citrinium on the radar.
Would Ella even do it, though? I mean, she's made it very clear that she doesn't want to have anything to do with the Shelleys.
The Shelley name is not going to hurt her business. She might as well use it.
Do you think you can convince her?
No. She's already taken help from Jessica and I.
Okay. Assuming that you do convince Ella, just you and Jessica won't quite be enough to convey Shelley unity. It'll be more effective if you get the rest of the Shelleys. Namely, Eunice and Lewis, who are active in KSUH, and of course, Derek, who is the former chairman, if they all joined you.
This is going to be a hard sell.
I think you want to hear this. This Ananya came just now. She's asking a lot of questions about you and me and the Vietnam project.
Did you tell her anything?
Hey, you think I'm stupid or what? But what if she tells Charles? They are getting married, right? If Charles finds out about me and Emily, he confirm be angry. And then, what will happen to all my projects?
Doesn't matter, does it? You've already ended things with Emily, correct?
Yeah.
Then there's nothing for Charles to find out about, is there? Now don't call me and let me deal with Ananya.
I know I've made mistakes, but everything I did was for the good of the family.
That's an old tune, Dad, and quite frankly, very off-key.
I thought James marrying Emily would help us.
Then Charles outsmarted you and pulverized Shelley Holdings into KSUH.
I built that company up from the ground. It was supposed to be a gift to my children.
Well, now it belongs to Charles.
Not if someone helps me take it back.
Yeah. Good luck on getting James to help you. He still hates you.
You're right. He'll never do it. And York can't.
Why not?
Matthew's a good man, but he doesn't know a thing about business. He can't give her the support she needs. So, you're the only one I trust who can do it.
Are Hawk and Emily still seeing each other?
It appears to be over.
What about that condo they keep meeting at?
Put up for sale. No one's been there.
I'm impressed. He's actually keeping up his end of the deal.
Do you want me to keep following them?
No. Why don't you take a break from tailing Ahok and Emily and keep an eye on Ananya and James instead?
No, I will not spy on my own daughter for you.
It didn't bother you the last time.
Not this time. I will not make up evidence for you.
Still harping on the past, Adeeb? This is different. This time I'm doing it to protect Ananya.
What is this?
A photo I took of Ananya and James this morning. Can you imagine what will happen if this fell into the wrong hands?
They're not having an affair, are they?
That's what I need you to confirm. Adeeb, you know your daughter is engaged to Charles Kwan, and this puts her in a very precarious position. Because if Charles ever found out that she was cheating on him with his own brother-in-law, we'll all be finished.
So this journalist from ESQ Asia wants to do a story about the Shelleys, and now we're reuniting with Ella back in our Sutrinium. So I was thinking that you could... Oh, come on, Lewis. It's just an interview and a photo shoot. It'll really help Ella.
What for? The last time we spoke, she made it very clear that she doesn't want any help from a useless, spineless brother. So I think I'll pass.
Eunice has asked me to investigate you and James.
Not again. There is no me and James. Unless you've already cooked up the evidence like last time.
Ananya, I deeply regret that, and I won't spy on you again. I promise. In fact, I'm going against Eunice's orders by telling you this.
What do you say?
Sounds fine.
Great. Wait.
As long as it doesn't mention anything about Sutrinium.
Yeah. There's a catch. The whole point is to bring some visibility to Sutrinium.
You would not be in this position if you had done this properly with real investors instead of sinking your money in like an idiot.
Okay, we are not doing this again.
Don't be so bloody stubborn, James. If you need funding, I'll find another way to get Sutrinium funded. Just pull out your money and stop making a fool of yourself.
I see, there it is. Me embarrassing you, well, I'm sorry, but my money stays where it is. And if it's embarrassing you, that's a bonus. So I guess you're out too, huh?
Look, James, I would love to be there for Ella, but I do not want to upset your father. Besides, if I am part of that feature, then people will wonder why he isn't. And that could make Sutrinium lose credibility.
Just me and Ella, then.
What about Louis? So your father got to him. They were bonding earlier today.
You mean brainwashing?
It's the same thing. It's no wonder that Louis turned you down.
I should have known that my dad had something to do with this. He's got a talent for playing us against each other, especially to get what he wants.
Listen, this may not be all that bad.
Not all that bad. ESQ Asia is doing a family reunion story, and the whole family's a no-show.
Yes, but you will be there.
Yeah, by myself alone. It's a little underwhelming, don't you think?
Actually, no. Look, I think it's pretty symbolic. You were the one who fronted the media when Ella was rooted out of the family. So it's kind of poetic that you should be the one who's bringing her back into the fold.
You think Ella will go for it?
Wonderful. We'll send... Could you hang on? I'm on a call.
Hang up.
I beg your pardon.
You heard me. Hang up.
Can I call you back, please? Sorry for the interruption.
I have a message for you from Adeeb. He says he's gonna do the decent thing and not spy on me and James. You're lucky I haven't told James about this. Yet. But if I find out that you've put another PI on our tail, I'm telling him.
Ananya, I will do whatever I want.
Don't you remember what happened the last time you pulled a stunt like this? James didn't talk to you for, what was it? 5 years? I wonder how long the silent treatment will last for this time.
Ananya?
What now?
Do you have time later? I think it's important you and I work this out.
Ella, it would be foolish not to consider this interview. This would be very good for Sutrinium.
But it'll be like I'm using the Shelley's reputation.
You have every right to. You were one of us. You are one of us. We owe you.
Ella, there is absolutely no shame in using the Shelley name.
Okay.
Great. I'll set it up.
Yes, what is it?
I'm starting to get the feeling you think my calls are an inconvenience.
No need for feelings, I can confirm it.
Well, I wouldn't have to call if you were handling the situation with James and Ella right.
I am.
Sutrinium is all anybody's talking about. And worse, people are starting to take the whole idea seriously.
Please calm down.
No. The longer those two work together, the closer they'll get. And if Ella decides to blab...
Look, Jeffrey, you don't have to remind me. I know what the problem is.
You could have fooled me the way things are going.
Look, Sutrinium won't last. Not without the large corporate backer. When the business fails, Ella will disappear and James will be a laughing stock, clearing the way for York to take over the reins at KSUH.
You believe things are going to work out the way you want.
Oh, I know it.
Just remember, whatever you have on me, it will take you down as well.
Sutrinium?
You know it's not too late for you to come on board.
I gave you my answer. No.
I heard you were spent some quality time with Dad lately.
Yep.
Let me guess. He took you someplace you and I used to play. He did the whole, I wasn't the perfect father, but I did all I could and it was all for you bit. And he took you on a short guilt trip and did a little emotional blackmailing. That's why you're siding with him and you're not gonna help Ella.
Yes, he did the guilt trip, but I didn't fall for it. Look, believe it or not, the reason why I'm not supporting Sutrinium is because I don't think it's a good idea. Look, Ella's not ready for it. I don't think Avery is that reliable. And it's just not worth tangling with Charles on this. And last but not least, James, you're just too emotionally involved to be objective about the business risks.
This is Ella's big chance, Louis. We could work on this together.
Sorry, I made my decision.
Ananya, please. I might as well get straight to the point. I presume Adeeb told you about Emily and Hawk's affair.
And that you know about it?
That's true. I can assure you that everything I'm doing is to keep the peace.
Forgive me if I find that hard to believe.
My concern is for that helpless little girl, Maxine.
Of course you're looking out for your only grandchild.
Imagine if Charles found out about Emily and Hawk. He'll blame James. Not Emily, not Hawk, but James. He'll force them to get a divorce. He'll take Maxine away from James.
He'd never do that. He knows James loves Maxine.
Don't be naive, Ananya. Charles Kwan is your fiancé. You don't need me to tell you how far he'll go to protect his own. And how much he hates James. At the very least, it would involve a messy, painful custody battle. Maxine is the real victim here. She's the reason I made a deal with Hawk to end it with Emily peacefully.
And James knows about all this?
James knows Emily is having an affair, but he doesn't know it's with Hawk. He'll be crushed if he found out.
Yes, he would.
If he found out, he'll turn to you, Ananya. You, Charles's fiancé.
I'd never cheat on Charles.
I know that. But James will just face more heartbreak. I don't want to put him through that again. No mother wants to see her son longing for something he can never have. Ananya, you see how difficult this all is? How many people will get hurt? Maxine, Charles, James. Help me protect them.
Things are just so crazy with the launch. You won't believe this. James arranged an interview with ESQ Asia.
Good for you.
Yang, is everything okay?
Shen mentioned that he saw you at Avery this morning, that you seemed happy. Ella, what's the real reason you weren't there on Friday?
You think I was with Avery?
Am I right?
No. He came back this morning. And of course I met him. We're business partners. And technically we're still together. I just haven't found the right time to tell him about us.
When is it ever going to be the right time?
Yang, I swear I'm telling you the truth.
Sorry, I know you are. I can't think straight right now. It's not fair for me to put you through this. So much to work through, and I don't want to mess up your life.
What are you saying?
Maybe we should stop trying to make this work. Maybe you're better off without me.
Great, you're here. Ella agreed to do the interview with ESQ Asia.
And Louis and your father?
My father's being his usual pig-headed self. I tried to talk to Louis, but the old man got to him first.
So he's out. Jessica?
She says it'll be odd if she shows and Derek doesn't. Still, it's a big step in the right direction, and we might finally help Ella get this thing up and running. You know, the one decent thing I've ever done for that girl. Yeah. I just want this whole thing to work. I haven't done many decent things in my life, especially not for the people I care about.
You've done more than one decent thing for Ella. And Louis. And the rest of your family. You always have the best intentions.
You know what they say about the road to hell?
Paved with the best intentions. Hey, look, I know I said I'd stay and help you with citronium tonight, but I'm gonna head home.
You FaceTiming Charles?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow.
You should go home too. Spend some time with the people you love.
It kinda hurts, but I would smile somehow and save me from myself.
Who's the journalist for the ESQ Asia interview?
Melina Jung. She's the one who featured Charles in that profile piece.
I remember her. The rest of her family can't be happy about this. I hope they don't crash the interview.
You're more than welcome to. Considering how they rejected my invitation to join Ella and I doubt that that's gonna happen.
So it's just going to be you and Ella?
Well, Jessica offered to host the interview at Lux.
But she's not part of the interview, is she?
No.
It's not going to reflect well on your family.
We'll make it work. Hey, Ella, ex-Shelley, supported by her former brother, succeeding against all odds. How the rest is interpreted is up to Melina.